Hello, MTT heads. My name is Travis Wolosh, and you are joining us for another episode of Mystery Titan Theater. I hope you really enjoy it. I got a bit of housekeeping to keep you up to date here. Join us on the Patreon. There'll be a link in the description below. Follow us on Twitch. There'll be a link in the subscription or the description below. And like and subscribe here on YouTube as well. The Patreon. I forgot to record for Robert's episode that you're going to see today, so we are going to make up for it with our newest episode, which is going to be live on that Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Jarvis Washing Machine, on March the 2nd. That's Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 Eastern, and we are joined by the great Robert Silva. We're going to New York City. So we're excited about that, and that is our 99th episode. So we're really excited for Fallout 2 weeks later, March 16th, same time. James Hamilton, the Frightful Four. You know, who else would we do it with for number 100? That's going to be a big deal. So make sure you join us for that one. And then Mania weekend, we moved to a Friday. Friday, April 5th, we got the great Diamond Joe Danzo, and I think Johnny's going to be in person. He'll be in Philly over Mania weekend then, so that should be fun. And then here's the big update here. April 20th, we did have Nick Pesky McGregor. He's going to have to reschedule, and that's fine because we're making it happen. You know, it almost didn't happen last year, but one of the 3/4 of the Titans of Wrestling will be in attendance. All of Worldcast. Pete Schermacher, we're excited. Johnny Hedgepeth is a great man. I'm tired of people saying otherwise. But before we go here's the deal. For your friends who are having too much fun, you want to move them on to too much of nothing, and then to too much RAM in their MacBook. I say MacBook or P-Book is what it says here, but yeah, that will continue the thing. You know, I'll do one more here. For your friends who are excited about a pilgrimage to Haight Street, I get it's in San Francisco, whatever it is. You want to change that to visit your mom in Bakersfield, until finally just a full Danvention. If you're confused, that's on you. But I promise I'm helping you out. Yeah, enjoy tonight's show, and be sure to always give us money.
Oh, you look at Killer Khan's face. You look his face. So ugly. Everybody afraid. In fact, he run. They see him nighttime. They run away. They say, oh, Bucky, oh, Bucky. He said face like vampire, like devil, like the demon. He has face of fear. And I can be prepared.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Something you don't see every day.
Yeah. All right, we'll get this down a bit. Welcome back to Mystery Titans Theater. The long con continues, and we're starting off hot tonight. My name is Travis Wolosh, as I may have said already, I don't know, but I'm here as always with the man who's put together tonight's playlist, your friend and mine, Johnny Headspace. Johnny, how are you?
I'm good.
And with us as always is the Ken Burns of Wrestling, the Chief J historian, the third brainbuster, Kelly T. Nelson. Kelly, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Starting with the long con plus a rib on me with Iron Mike Sharp, obviously.
Yes, yeah, Canada's greatest athlete. And we are United Underworld, so that means we've got our you're the Gorshin. That's right, Robert Hawkins. How you doing, pal?
I've been better, to be perfectly honest with you. So, nothing can cheer you up like Killer Khan. And we said things you haven't seen normally, but here's something we see a lot. Mike Sharp's about to get his ass kicked. But,
yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Athlete. Sorry, gentlemen.
What year is this?
82.
82, it says.
And it looks odd because it almost looks like
they filled up the screen here.
Zoomed in.
Like
yeah.
the angle's wrong, and so it ends up looking like a full screen that's gone widescreen and it's off.
Right.
This is someone. Oh, there I go. There I go.
Oh, the new mic and everything coming in hot.
No, it's all fucked up. No, this is someone filming their television screen.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Is that the only way this would survive?
Right.
Could be. Is this just this is just one match, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was
82. I think most of 82 is on the network, or wasn't
The
it?
first one it's like late 81 with DiBiase Orange
Mm-hmm.
first
Yeah.
episode, and then right through the end. Well, actually, like
Yeah.
it's harder to get 87 UWF stuff because that's not on the network.
Okay.
Yeah, I
never.
found
I watched some episodes, but I never went deep into it.
It
when I had
finishes
network.
with 85.
there's a ton of
Yeah.
87 Mid-South on YouTube. I found a guy who's just putting up stuff left and right.
Cool.
Or UWF, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right before the end.
Hey, Rocky Balboa's in the crowd there. You see the hat?
I was gonna say, just don't accidentally watch Herb Abrams UWF as a mistake. You'll regret that.
Well, maybe not. It's good for laughs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't that one of the posse and from Cool Hand Luke down in the front row?
Yeah, I see
There's
that.
some interesting jerseys at 22,
Yeah,
is it?
26.
26?
26?
But what team is that?
It's probably like a high school thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? Back then, people always had just random like T-shirts with numbers,
numbers
on,
on
them
it,
that didn't
yeah.
mean anything.
I know. It's so
Right?
cool. What is that guy wearing? It's like somebody TP'd that dude. That's not cool.
That's Skandar Akbar.
Gandar Akbar, but he does look strange.
Not-
Looks like he
yeah,
has a neck brace on.
They're missing something.
That's a neck brace. Okay, I thought he was going with like the Savers or Dollar Store Akbar outfit tonight.
Yeah. Or he's like
There's a slump in oil prices. that
Lawrence of
month.
Arabia when he ties that whole thing all the way around his neck and head kind of thing.
I see
You're
Iron
fine,
Man
Johnny.
had to suffer that
Yeah.
crippling forearm injury.
That's
Well,
just, man, we've had a couple really hot starts in the past today or more recently, but today is not one of
We're
them.
determined to end that streak by any means necessary.
Well,
I-
it's
I figured
Canada's
between-
greatest athletes' fault.
Yeah, between Killer Khan screaming and Mike Sharp's grunting, I figured we'd get a lot of good
Yes.
sound effects in this one.
So Sharp was a babyface here. I take it.
In South he was. I remember watching the 81, 82 stuff a while back. And I mean, he was pushed, but he was never really over.
Yeah. Well, that's the story of his career.
Yeah.
Well, the early part of his career, anyway.
And then things went downhill from there.
Yeah. Well, he's all over. Yeah, he's in Memphis and
He kept working.
yeah. Always the same, never changed.
Yeah. He's even in that one that show we watched on where was the Great Maccabee was in it? Remember that like kids? It was like
Oh,
that
yeah,
kid's
yeah,
bar
yeah.
mitzvah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Iron Mike
yeah.
Sharp was on that show.
The mighty, oh my God. Yeah,
Mighty
he
Mighty
Maccabee.
Maccabee. Yeah,
Bundy.
yeah, that's right.
Anyone really believe
Oh.
I'm 220 pounds? Come on, I'm fatter than that. Promo, I remember that. I got that. Grandmasters of Wrestling. That was one of the
Grandmasters of Wrestling. That's it.
That was my first Walmart wrestling DVD, and boy, was
Yeah.
that something.
Yeah, I found that in a dollar
Jesus.
bin too.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Mike Sharp gets to dodge the finish.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that
is,
was
it is
finished.
22.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is 22. Oh, pile driver.
Oh wow. Not today. Takes
Jeez.
care of his great sell.
That's Bill Watts, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Intentionally got disqualified.
So Mike Sharp wins.
Wow.
House of Fire, white meat baby face Mike Sharp.
Strap
It
the
said
rocket to
something
his
about
back.
what Bill Watts
Crowd's
was-
into it. Are they going to
Bill
pile
Watts
drive
beat-
Scott? Nice, nice.
Nice.
Not bad.
Mike Sharp, sex symbol.
He's not. No, he's not in the. Sorry, I'm on autopilot. got better at the end there, that's for sure.
I guess Khan had a title of some sort. I don't know what title he had.
Who's that? This guy ringside, Akbar's brother.
Look, they want it on sharp, baby.
I still say that you know, given Akbar's nickname was General Akbar, they always missed a beat by not having Admiral Akbar show up.
All right, we return our ongoing journey through worldwide wrestling. Now we are at August 24th, 1985. Anything big happening here, Johnny? Not
it's all still we're right before Flair turning heel. The very beginnings of the Horsemen are happening. It's that summer lull in all wrestling, really, where they had their big show, Great American Bash, and now everything's kind of percolating as to get to the beginning of to September, which all the angles start happening to lead to Starrcade.
Cool.
Yeah, the Flair turn's coming up soon.
This is Bass versus
August 24th show, Johnny.
Yeah, this is Ron Bass versus, what was his name is Finley. We figured that out last time.
This is uncharacteristic. This is like extra bad footage this time around.
It looked good on the. It looked good on YouTube. I think it's the connection a little.
Well, if you were a Crockett fan at this time and you were in the South, you had two options for cards this night. You could have gone to the Macon, Georgia Coliseum to see a main event of Terry Taylor and the Sawyers versus Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express.
Ooh.
Or if you were sane, you could have gone to Greensboro Coliseum to watch Stony Burke take on George South, Arn Anderson beat Starship Eagle, Sam Houston, Joel Deaton, the Khrushchevs and the Rock and Rolls, Dusty and Ole, Magnum and Tully, and Flair and Nikita.
Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I don't think Coliseum.
Well, yeah, that first card was like the B crew, mainly of people inherited from the when they absorbed Georgia, Ole's Georgia, and they were the B crew. That's where the Midnight started, but they quickly get onto the A crew.
Who was Starship Eagle? Wyndham?
No,
Spivey.
Spivey, of course.
Spivey and Hall.
They're exactly the same to me. They're all these. I feel like they're interchangeable.
Yeah, you and McMahon. It's not the only thing you have in common.
I was just about to say. Damn it.
Too soon, Johnny. Too soon.
Doesn't take long.
I also have the head of a Tyrannosaurus Rex right behind me.
Doesn't everyone?
That's the one thing.
All he's gonna have left at the end is like Steve Martin in The Jerk, just walking away. All I need is this dinosaur head. lugging it down the streets of.
But then he'll start picking up some random gimmicks that he's made of, and this gobbledygooker mask, and that's all I need.
That's all I need, pal.
I'll get this damn gimmick over.
This gobbledygooker mask, this T-Rex skeleton, and I need this.
So why is Ron Bass fighting the world's buffest tall midget?
Because this is worldwide, so it's mainly enhancement matches, and Finley is one of the current enhancement guys.
Wait a minute, isn't that one of the guys that? What's the story Dusty Rhodes told about him?
Bass or Finley?
Finley.
Don't know that one.
Oh, God.
There it is, the claw. There were 3 young, jacked African-American guys who were jobbers at this time. There's Finley, Rocky King, and another guy whose name escapes me. And they were all fucking jacked.
Dang.
And then there was the guy, Wee Willie Winkins or whatever it was, something like that. The guy that.
Eventually, yeah. Oh, here we go. America's team.
People are going to see here in a little while. I've kind of served some papers on Tully Blanchard and on Baby Doll because it's time for some people to take notice, time for some people to take me seriously.
Yeah, he served them papers.
Magnum TA, attorney at law.
That's a killer theme song, I bet.
I could actually very easily see that as a pitch for an 80s show, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, Dusty has a different look every time we see him.
Yeah.
But he does do this railway
His
engineer
Bucks,
Dusty every now and
it's
again.
his Boxcar Willie cosplay.
Yeah.
My old man loved Boxcar Willie. He had the fucking like box set.
I've been riding the rails, baby. I was so fucking drunk.
Yeah, but Dusty, I'm not sure he made it to Greensboro that night, based on what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, he's listing all the things Baby Doll spent his money on when she stole his credit cards.
Is that part of the angle? He stole his credit cards?
Yeah. It was a whole okay. He wins her services for 30 days. She steals Floyd the horse and takes off. During that point, she gets a hold of his credit card, uses it to fake buying tickets to Hawaii, so she's got a receipt, runs it up on a bunch of other stuff, and then disguises herself as a cop to help Tully beat Magnum for the U.S. title, and then goes back to Dusty. The whole time, it's one of the greatest things because the entire time Dusty's just flustered and angry. He doesn't win at all.
It's really cool. I really like it. Just a poor old plumber son.
I've never understood
that. My wallet in my shoe. How did you get to it?
Every plumber I know makes a lot of money. I don't get. Here we go.
Hey, Dad.
What in polio?
Oh God, something in polio. The great cripplers. The Midnight Express.
Benoit and polio.
Crippled more men than polio. That was, yep. Now,
ladies,
if you can get this piece of history right. So, on the other towns, on the other side, WWF was running 2 cards that night. St. Louis, Missouri, Hogan against Volkov. Steamboat and JYD against Morocco and Fuji, and Savage and Santana going at it. Cool. Another show, however, I won't say where because that might give it away, featured a title change. What championship?
85 Philadelphia tag team titles.
There was the end of the U.S. Express title run.
Yes.
They went down in defeat to the Dream Team, but the main event was Piper and Orndorff with Bruno referee.
I think we watched that card.
Yeah, I think we did. I remember seeing when they showed the title change on TV. It might have been the real, like, one of the last times I got mad in like kayfabe. Like it was real when they put the cigar in Wyndham's eye and pinned him. I was like, fuck you. I was so mad. I was pissed off because A, I liked Wyndham and Rotunda, and B, he was like, they're a real tag team. What's this dream team? They're just 2 guys thrown together. And even at 15, I thought Beefcake stunk. I was furious for like a day about that.
Yeah, I would have been too if I was watching. The U.S. Express had just won the belts back like a month earlier.
Yeah, on Saturday TV. One of those rare good matches.
Yeah, I think that was I want to say the title change was because they kind of knew Wyndham was flaking out of the schedule, or Rotunda. No, because it was Rotunda who first quit, right?
No, it was Wyndham.
Wyndham quit first. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he lasted longer than I thought he did because he sells the eye. Like there's a Saturday Night's Main Event that comes up where he's sitting in the crowd with an eye patch on. And also the match where they use Real American as their theme song happened after they lost the tag belts. But it was by like October he left.
Yeah, Rotundo's
I don't know.
Like early 87.
Yeah, Rotundo left too, but then Rotundo came back in 86, like the summer. Right around the time I started watching regularly was when the new U.S. Express started.
My earliest were a couple of months after Mania 2 when I started watching regularly.
Okay, yeah, me too. Summer of '86, basically. Just before they switched to the new look for Superstars and Challenge.
Mr. Intimidation.
Hey, yeah. I real quick deal with modern Cornette. It is true that when the Vince shit first broke, they were like at the end of an 8-hour recording session, and they were like made some like said some fucked up things. Then, after catching heat about it and actually reading the entire the legal documents, no one is going harder on McMahon right now than fucking Cornette and his co-host. That it's pretty funny. It's funny if you enjoy just hearing Vince get torn apart. So that's fun.
As well as he should.
Cornette's fine if he's talking about either old school stuff or if he's talking about something that at least has connections to old school stuff. But
yeah,
keep him out of talking about women's wrestling, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unless it's like Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, you're basically big and tall.
Yeah.
And muscular. Then he's fine with most.
No, he hates Jade Cargill.
No, he's coming around on her because she left AEW.
Oh, okay, all right,
really
okay.
hates AEW.
This has been one long squash.
The Crockett squashes on Worldwide tended to be longer. The ones on TBS were faster.
Well, it was they all had 4 minutes guaranteed, but then Magnum screwed them up with 30 seconds every week. So it's like we all got to fill out the time somehow.
Yeah, it was Magnum. They actually did one where he wins in 1 second because the ref starts counting before the bell rings.
Wait a minute. That's a rematch. That's controversial.
I don't think that'll stand up.
No way.
Hope the Athletics Commission came down hard on them for that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fuck around with those guys.
What's your beverage of choice, Travis?
Right now it's a Dino Sour. Stone fruit. Kelly knows this. I've had Phillips before, but it's like
From Victoria.
Yeah, I always get one sour.
Victoria, BC. Yeah, it's my wife's favorite beer.
That's like you'll start drinking Moxie.
Moxie.
Oh, that's Ron
It was
Rossi.
the weirdest thing at the school I hopefully still teach at. The whole other story. A couple weeks ago, I walked into the teacher's lounge. Just sitting there was a case of Diet Moxie.
I have no idea what this is. What is
Moxie is an obnoxiously awful soda. I don't really know. It's a cola. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of like an orange can. It's from probably like the 20s. I should say the 1920s.
Got a lot of Moxie.
In terms of its popular, my grandfather was a huge fan. It's absolutely the most disgusting thing you'll ever taste in your life. And I was amusing myself by seeing which of my 6th graders would have the guts to try some.
Hilarious.
With the real cocaine.
There's that knee off the top rope that that Khan missed with earlier tonight.
Bobby,
like I was just playing with him. He's just playing with Ron Rossi.
This man he don't know how to ride a bike no more.
There we go.
Man. He's right to the larynx. Look at Cornette.
Yeah. The best.
Obnoxious. Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I loved him right away because he was funny, just like...
I first time I saw him was WWF, but I mean I loved him because Bobby Heenan introduces it. It was like he's my great buddy, and I'm like, oh, if Heenan loves the guy, he must be amazing.
Right around here is when I first saw him. I'd read about him in the magazines, and I was watching this, and they had just gotten there, and like I like the rock and rolls.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What's up, brother? Sorry, I was just working in the pits with the Dolphins.
I was just coming from the VFW. It was
through the pigskin around a bit with Dan Marino.
It's my former team. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. When you lift it up, you're gonna get bit. Because I ain't afraid of no man. No matter how
looking good.
Or how bad. When it comes down the street,
he can bullshit about anything he wants. Manny Fernandez fucking rules.
Yeah. I've been trying to make a Manny Fernandez emote where it just comes in and just says "bull." I think that'd be pretty good, eh?
Okay.
And anybody else that wants to get in the ring, I choose nobody's side, Daddy. I'm talking about getting in
Daddy.
there and taking care of business because I'm sick and tired of getting stuck on top. So I'm going to come up on top, and whoever gets in my way.
I'm gonna be on top, Daddy.
Wait a second. Are you going to be on top? Or are you going to be? Oh no, you're calling him daddy? Or I'm confused, Bolt.
We're coming out to take care of business.
Got issues.
Well, here's someone who can explain it.
Or the butcher, no matter how big or how bad, I'm going to be standing up, looking you eye to eye, nose to nose, asking you, Daddy, to whip me if you can.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he
Whip
wants
me,
to be
Daddy.
on top, but he's asking daddies to whip him. This is
Yay, here he is.
That was a B+ promo from my partner right there.
One person, no,
We've been talking it through. He's just really passive aggressive.
on my side, what's in my back, day and night, then the bullet will
Speaking of
I feel like
good looking
if
beards.
quality
Yeah.
deteriorated a few more generations, parts of Jimmy Valiant would start to disappear.
a real street brother.
Street brother. Does that mean he's a John?
About street,
Well, he,
my
You could have
Yeah.
added that to it. That's a good Raging Bull line. Maybe that's where he got his nickname.
well, what kind of bandana is he wearing in
Raging
his
Bull.
pocket? That answers the question, not what
Right,
he's wearing.
right.
in his head.
I haven't
Although you don't know what he was into, man.
we are blood.
You don't even know that code if you're wearing it around your head.
With great pleasure, I present
Uh.
United States heavyweight
Ah.
champion, Tully Blanchard,
You know, David
and
Crockett,
wait a minute, and his perfect 10 baby doll.
that's right, David Crockett. You know, by the tone of your voice, you make me feel almost as sorry for you as I do. Poor, broke, Dusty Rhodes, poor little son of a plumber man, Austin, Texas, Scott. You're worried, Dusty Rhodes. What
You
happened?
tell he should have walked in a suit that he said Dusty paid for.
Professional athlete all the world every year. Huh?
Yes,
Who you
totally.
broke, Dusty Rhodes? You got Magnum TA content, all this stuff. You got
Does she
NWA.
still have his credit card? That'd be great too. He's like, I've been trying to get through to cancel him,
Wait,
but the line's busy. Then you calling me out here to cut this promo? It's ridiculous.
Here's
Now, Magnum TA, I swear, I'm in the
Ray
Magnum.
Trainer,
It's just a
a
Yeah,
thin,
yeah, you gotta
thin
even-
boss
porno
man.
movie.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, no, Magnum already had the cop outfit for his side gig as a stripper.
right.
Yeah.
You got a noise complaint? You ladies aren't making enough noise.
Oh, I was gonna.
100%. That's a fucking male stripper. Boom.
Oh!
There we go.
Now,
You, have
now
the,
he's
you got the right to remain dead.
If he's NYPD, he's gonna do something.
Yeah,
with
like
that.
I beat the shit out of him now. Just like it's over. Jesus, TA. Sorry, man. Something happens when I put this with this uniform on.
Why do you think he did it?
ACAB includes Magnum TA. That's your title, Johnny.
Hawaii in the day.
Yeah, you just did it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Magnum TA, this is mine. The marquee says it. From one end of the country to the other, United States heavyweight champion, Tully Blanchard. It doesn't say Magnum TA. Nothing like
You're
that.
not carnival personnel.
So you think about it. Every morning you get up to shave that pretty little heart-throbbing face of yours, you think about it. Former champion. Former. It sounds good in front of you. Dusty Rhodes, you cry about being poor little bro.
I make sure to mention former really loudly every time I introduce Brady Malibu. And I was gonna do it when we hosted that show at the American. I was gonna introduce him for that, but I told him I was gonna hit it at the beginning, thankfully, and he's like, no, because I'm gonna ask a trivia question. I'm gonna ask who was the first Boom Pro Wrestling champion, and it was him, right? So I had to
Switch over
wait.
to suits that look terrible.
Had to wait until he left.
This episode is clipped a little bit.
Yeah,
'Cause I know
Mhm.
the guy who put this together is just like, it's the same thing. YouTube had weird things that couldn't be in it. Like there was a Golden Terror match that just got clipped.
Yes.
hilarious.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was on like a. Why would like it was the Rock and Roll Express versus Joel Deaton to the Golden Terror?
Yeah.
Can't imagine that being on any DVDs or like why.
Right.
Yeah, it's so
Yes.
weird. And
I
the
just
other, and the
imagine.
other
I
thing-
just imagine a lot of Golden Terror matches get canceled due
They
to like
a lot of stuff on
miscommunication
TV
with the
2000s,
YouTube
Johnny.
algorithms.
Uh-huh,
They
yeah,
think
that's
they
what
think
it
they're
is.
blocking something completely different.
Well, that's what the bull's into.
As a kid growing up in the streets of Austin, Texas, I can tell you about.
Daddy,
But
I loves me a golden,
Golden
Terror.
Tear.
not an 11. And paying the price, Daddy.
Riding the rails.
Did
Boy,
you guys
everyone's
explain
talking to
once
their
what the
dad.
rate was for Golden Terror, that it was a fairly high price but a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah. Plus, you don't feel good about it afterwards at
Yeah,
all.
it feels good. It feels good at the time, man. But you take like a 2-hour shame shower afterwards.
Oh, no.
America's team, not whatever.
Wake up the next day after you do a bunch of the cocaine. You're gonna.
You
So you
don't
know-
want none of this, Dewey.
I challenge Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, on this television.
Did you just say he challenges Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream?
The butcher, biggest man in the world, baddest man in the world.
Oh, I saw
Big, 495
Dustin teamed with the Von Erich boys, which is like the first time Rhodes and Von Erichs had teamed in like 40 years or something.
Mm.
Yeah, that guy,
Hey.
it's weird. The cuts in
Yeah.
this show is weird.
Wow,
Here we go.
buddy,
We
buddy
continue our
is
streak.
greased
No,
up.
you're right, because let's see what. Yeah, it was Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson versus Joel Deaton and the Golden Terror.
Yeah.
Gone
Rock
for-
and Roll Express I can see why there might be a collection somewhere.
Maybe for this one only, Jeff Lynne and ELO were pissed and they had to cut out. We continue our streak of, and I remember this, of Buddy Landel being the wrestler who felt like was on every single episode of Worldwide Wrestling when I was a
I
kid.
think, yeah.
I
He's
don't-
been in every one we've
I think
watched.
he's been on every single one we've watched so far.
And then he wasn't.
Yeah. Then he fucked up again.
That's our buddy.
The best part about it is he's become the Zelig of this show because I'll just grab footage from wherever circa 85 through 87. It's even the most random, weird Southern Indies. I'm like, hey, Buddy Landel.
We're gonna have to finish the year with the Buddy Landel versus Killer Khan match.
Oh, if I could find that.
that would be the
Hmm.
piece
Yeah.
de
That was
Wonder-
what
resistance.
happened.
At
Where
the-
that
at-
happened.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
most they probably would have teamed because
Right, couple of heels.
yeah.
Because even
I
Japan,
now I have to look for
Imagine.
that.
I know. I know.
Maybe in Memphis. Did Khan ever work?
It's possible.
Memphis?
That's amazing. The wonderful machine we've created here. What's his name? Looks like Colonel Sanders on the outside. There he is.
Mm.
Imagine
one
what
of the many
Chief
the
Gillis
replacement
looked like when
colonels.
he turned to a
Yes.
horse.
You've seen that. I don't think they do it anymore. For a while, KFC was doing this advertising campaign where it was always a different celebrity or
Yep.
something.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Reba McIntyre. Norm MacDonald did a great job.
Yeah, Norm was good. JJ's still alive.
R.I.P.
But this, it's-
JJ.
Not
Yes.
Not anymore. That's the new.
Wait,
Another
JJ Dillon.
thing.
There you go.
Yeah, first.
I forgot to mention we killed another one, guys.
Yeah, I know.
The MTT curse happened once again as out of nowhere we watched our first Chris Markoff match, and within 48 hours, rest in peace, Chris Markoff.
Yeah,
That's
I
two.
think
The
just a
death
day
count is
later.
at 2.
Let's let go,
Yeah.
man. The long con.
Shecky Green.
And the slash the
Chris
ring.
Markoff.
Slash the ring season. That's what this is.
Well, with the wrestlers, there's always a few possibilities, of course. You never
Sure.
know. They drop like flies.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Guess what's out there, boys?
J. Dills. How old is
Killer Khan versus
not
Buddy
so-
Landel.
You
he? You found it?
South Wrestling. Yep.
Fantastic. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I think it's a young jobber babyface Buddy Landel, but it exists.
Okay.
From what territory?
Mid-South.
Mid-South.
Uh,
Yeah, he probably
7'10"
was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7'10", 82.
Right. Yeah, he would have been just a young jobber.
Amazing.
The best managers in the world. Jim Cornette, Paul Jones, and J.J. Dillon. Right here.
Is that a
Yeah, he's bragging on that they
Overclutch?
have the best managers there.
Now, who's Landell? I'm trying to remember. Who did Landell wrestle at Starrcade?
Does he make it to Stargate?
Taylor?
Hey, Moose?
Who? Hey, Moose.
Good to see you, pal.
There, a tribute to James J. Dillon. He waited, thinking ahead right there.
I was gonna say he's done around that time.
Done before. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he made
But I
it
mean,
or
oh,
not.
that's right. But Starcade was it on Thanksgiving still then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was December when he left.
Terry Taylor.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Snap here. Him out. Reverse chin lock again.
Hmm.
So you see JJ, that far corner. Hadn't moved. Very confident.
Of course, essentially, the moment Flair turns heel again, he's kind of done. Because I mean, the one thing,
Yeah.
he can do is, but what's the point after that?
Mhm.
Well,
Good
it
point.
wasn't.
You could have turned Buddy babyface and had it be, you know, JJ turns on him and now he's mad at losing everything. But
Well, they still had, you know, some plans for him because, as the story goes, when he got fired, Dusty was getting ready to give him a push. Because after Starcade, JJ leaves behind his Buddy Landell and his Cowboy contingent and becomes Tully's manager and leads into the Horsemen. But Landell would have still been there. Apparently would have gotten some sort of push, but he fucked up. Didn't show up for work.
And now just as innocent as anybody there at ringside, Dillon gets out of the picture. And the end result is a blow to the midsection by that foot to Jeffers, who's obviously winded more than when he first was tossed out. Right.
Sorry, were you guys talking about who he's working? There it is.
Yep.
Who's the
jobber?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jeffers.
Hugh Jeffers.
Look at those Hugh Jeffers over there.
Jeffers asks for the bell.
That's hilarious.
And as Dillon watches
That match is
Dillon.
yeah.
Oh, pardon me. What's that? Oh, okay. Yes. No, I can help. Sure.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here. Hold on, Tommy.
No,
Here.
wait.
Hey, that time he actually helped.
Yeah.
from Jim Jeffers. There's your winner.
Jim Jeffers. Hugh Jeffers sounds like a rib. Look at this Hugh Jeffer. He said it because there was children around. Fuck yeah.
Here it is. My favorite. What a move.
Yeah.
There's your winner. Thanks, your boy, Buddy Landell. Let's go to David in the Rock and Roll Express.
Cut out.
That's right.
What
There you
a
go.
you guys just had. I'll be talking about that one for years.
Here you go, David. You got that golden terror. He's a lot tougher than he looks, David. And Ricky.
Camera's over here. Robert, camera's over here, Robert.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
You can see right here, we are wearing the NWA World Tag Team Championship belts, and we're going to do it for a long time.
Looks like my sister's shirt circa Stampede circa
Boy, someone
1984.
at YouTube doesn't like the rock and rolls.
Yeah. Or likes them too much. Right then, you're going to get him right in the chest like that. Like a true savage you are. Careful, you're gonna cut him open on.
Yeah, this is TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abby doesn't bleed though.
I know, but Paul was giving him a good tap there.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, you have to be careful because they'll bust open easy.
Oh Jesus, awesome. You're Abby screaming pretty loud. That's pretty awesome.
Great.
Like Hogan when he's you ever seen that? Hey, no problem. Moose isn't feeling so well, but hey, as long as you stick around, pal, we'd love to have you here. So we won't get the usual Moose-isms, the ones where it's like it's a 50-50 if I read them out loud.
These jokes that they're taking on.
I think we've seen him before. No.
Yeah. That's oh gosh, who is that? Joel Deaton.
No, he teamed up with the Golden Tail. You don't.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
There, that
Not
night.
doing double duty.
Gene Ligon.
George South and Mac Jeffers.
Jeffers.
Okay.
Another Jeffers.
Another Jeffers had to do double duty, or is it? No, there was the Jeffers brothers, I think.
The Jeffers.
Yeah. No. Okay. George South is one of the greats.
Yeah.
That's the guy with the mullet.
Ooh.
This guy not so much. So.
Yeah.
The Jeffers have any sons?
All I know is that George South still works today. He's like in his 80s and he occasionally works.
Oh wow, are they gonna start spinning? Do like that spin?
Watch this.
Fuck yeah!
Oh,
Oh man, strap the rocket to their back. I love it.
Yeah, that's a great finish.
Fucking awesome. Yeah. And he's gonna just insult to injury.
yeah. Oh, come on. Someone's got to do something about these monsters.
That's got to be the. Oh, okay.
That's like the boy from New York City.
Right, they were talking about the Bull during this match too.
Oh,
So.
here we go. The feud has been rekindled, or no?
Where's Bull?
This feud's never stopped.
It hasn't gone on.
Where's Bull? Why isn't he helping to go with his buddy there?
He's busy with the Golden Terror out behind the building.
This headman has responsibilities.
Well, that's what you get for going out there and meddling in somebody else's business.
Yeah, especially when you're outnumbered.
There he is.
Lost it.
Everybody, hope you enjoyed this episode.
I've seen
Dale.
enough. Oh,
That's so funny. It looks like it's gonna come back.
Okay. What the hell happened to this one?
This is a weird one.
You couldn't.
Well, it's like the earliest editing software available online. I have a feeling this is somebody experimenting with it.
It is chaos. So, oh right, well, I'm into this feud for sure.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
This is the feud that never ends. It takes a break at Starrcade, and that's
Just
it.
goes on and on, my friend.
oh no! What did
Holy
they
shit!
do? Man,
They're gonna do the Bull. Nice. Oh my
oh,
god.
I thought he was gonna get a elbow to the nuts. That would have been
One more, Abby. Oh my
Awesome.
god.
Uh-oh.
No, Manny, no. I love it.
Just walks right into it.
Yeah. Garbage getting thrown. This is great. Jimmy Valiant. Who was on the side there? Who else got?
George South. There's
George
George
South.
South. He
Fuck
tried
yeah.
to help.
Oh man, everybody's
Boom.
battle of the elbows. I want an Abby or elbow drop.
Abby
I want
and Buddy
Abby
Lambo.
versus
Yeah.
Buddy. Future Titans shirt.
Uh-huh.
Man, I can't wait.
Oh. So was it Mimsy?
It was sucked. Was it
I don't think I've ever
Was it Steve who figured that out?
on a promo.
I got what you need. Meet me behind the playground stand. He looks just like him.
That's insane.
At this moment, I really don't care
What's his
what's
name?
in it. But I tell you what, when I get back to you in Wheeling, West Virginia, me, Steele, Ron Garvin, we're going to get to you.
They're in Wheeling a lot, right?
You're forgetting.
I know
This
we've
is
seen
the-
that before.
Well, it's Wheeling's one of their stops, and this is the Wheeling television.
yeah,
Yeah, and it was
Pittsburgh,
the
I
it was the C crew because it was Italian Stallion and Pez Watley against Davis and Lade, Terry Taylor and Black Bart, and then Ron Garvin and the Sawyers versus Cornette and the Midnights again.
It's a population of Wheeling, West Virginia.
It's the biggest city in West Virginia.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's bigger than you'd think. It's not,
250,000?
I doubt that.
Okay, is that
It's
getting
Nathan.
too big?
It's Nathan. That's who he is. It's Nathan, the drug dealer.
Yes.
Buzz is Mimsy.
Yes. That is so funny. I wish we could get, dude. I wish we could get that as a thumbnail.
Only 26,568 according to Wikipedia.
27,000 peeps, so not
Okay.
much
Wow,
bigger.
that's
far
that's
less than
far less
where
than
I
I
live.
thought. Yeah. Like even Red Deer is like 65 when I lived there. It's got to be
No,
more than-
like I said,
I
Wheeling's
think
the
Red Deer and Chilliwack are about the same.
West Virginia is a very small state with nothing but small towns, and that's the biggest city. And it's
Are you
literally
gonna? Are you
drive
going
right
to
through it.
mention my nipple piercings?
You're
That's for you, David Crockett.
a decadent American.
It's my one concession to decadent America.
I thought it would be cute to attach them with chains. What do you think? there,
Pavelski
Crockett.
never
And, yeah,
sauce.
and David doesn't want to get his head taken off again. He's like, "They're good. I like him, Nikita."
Very, very aroused.
And the headband
Good.
he makes the rub.
So yeah, now that I'm allowed to wear my beard again at work, no more Nikita mustache.
No
but it was
more
a good run.
Nikita.
It was a good run I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In time, Nikita will be world champion. All right, let's go to the ring. Six-man.
I used to do that in front of the mirror every morning before going to work.
Yeah, a lot of matches on this card.
Oh yeah, now so this is
the main.
your
This
this
is the
is
last
your-
match and the main event.
yeah, this is your upper level enhancement guys versus main guys match. So young Michael Samuel Houston
It's
About to get his shit kicked out of him again.
again. His arm's
got
still
the
broken
cast.
from the last
Yeah.
time.
And then left out, hung out to dry.
Starship
Spivey.
Eagle.
Starship Eagle, yeah.
The
Starship
Italian
Eagle.
Stallion.
And the
And
Italian stuff.
the man with the pointiest belt ever, junior heavyweight champion Denny Brown.
Oh, Denny Brown. I'm sorry.
That's who I thought it was. Yeah. Yeah, that strange looking belt.
You know, you got to give Sam Houston some credit. He's a courageous young man. But
Who continues to get the shit beat out of him.
On a weekly basis.
I would have quit the business a long time ago.
You know, and you know, they don't have health insurance. I don't know what he's thinking.
Denny Brown looks like an uglier, less talented relative of Gino Hernandez.
Yeah.
Anderson comes in.
But they've got that same weird body posture.
Rare yellow trunks for Arn, too.
Yeah, well, that's because he's hanging
He
out with the
didn't
Golden
pack him.
Terror too.
Yeah, he didn't pack him. He had to get him from the Golden Pair.
That'll set you back $100 from Mattel.
Uh-huh.
Yep. How
It's a
much
little
to
extra.
how much to keep the Ginch there, GT? After they're done.
Did he realize that he's trying to fight it, trying to get away from him? Baby doll out there clapping now. Tell he's in.
I think they're embroidered with something on them.
Olay.
I don't know if it is double A. Maybe it is someone else's
Yeah.
trunks. We're on to something here.
Would be.
GT.
GT.
I forgot a few things.
Just Terra. Terra.
See,
it's
there's
not-
an A there. There's an
There's
A.
only
At
got
least
double
on
Is
the
an
A.
A?
Yeah, there's
There you
a.
go.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
they're gonna
Oh
fuck
yeah,
that-
man.
Oh, take that, junior
Yeah,
heavyweight
he's-
champion Denny Brown.
Yeah. I wish that would have been our boy.
Looks like this match is
Uh-oh.
not going to have a conclusion.
No.
Bet your ass. Here comes
Again, like now he's been doing the biker gimmick at the Chippendales. Like
Yeah.
changes week to week. That's why he's late coming into these. Like he's coming straight off his shift for each one of
Dusty,
these.
Dusty's the bodyguard guy sitting in the corner.
Yeah. With a
Oh,
bouncer.
and Ron Bass. Ron Bass is standing tall. His
Ron Bass.
the baby
Nice.
faces now. His Bass had just turned baby face.
Let's row the boat, baby.
Oh,
Make you sing like a soprano.
Yeah.
Remember, Ole's been fucking
Oh,
people up.
no.
Oh, Sam Houston gets his revenge on Ole.
Nice.
They're gonna
Nice.
break his leg. They're breaking
Nice.
Ole's leg. The
That's
good
fucking awesome.
guys.
Fucking awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
love that the footage went nuts there too.
Yeah. The-
All right, now I like Houston getting an ounce of revenge. I still want to see him get the shit beat out
Well,
of him.
it's so great because you're like, look at these heroes. They're all ganging up on one guy, but
Yeah.
it's revenge for he's been.
Yeah, but
breaking-
it's only Anderson. So
But
I
he's
mean,
been they've been breaking arms for months.
Right. That's awesome.
You got to fight fire with fire, son.
what do you fight a golden?
Ooh.
Rusty from the People's Court. They ran past him. We got a gun! He's got a gun! It sounded like he was saying on the way out. They got baby doll. Like
Yeah.
we're missing something.
Oh, they're doing
Ah,
something
my
terrible.
groin.
Oh, damn! I just dumped in my pants.
I wish you could have seen it.
I'm good.
They yanked her hair. They just can't show it. Crazy.
It's just chaos.
That's cool. So they were like trying to. This is good. This is more kind of Memphis inspired.
No, this is This is Crockett
Southern-
inspired.
But in
we
terms
haven't
of
seen it.
like, you didn't see when they sign off, they'd sign off. Now they're kind of trying to do this kind of, wait, no, are we still on kind of thing?
No. That was definitely a mistake.
Oh yeah,
That was not on
Okay,
purpose.
okay.
They fucked up.
Hilarious.
They fucked up.
Hilarious.
Good show.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry.
was
Touch yourself
wondering
a little bit.
Sergeant Slaughter.
My show.
This from
I'm
that
gonna-
movie you were talking
Yeah,
about last
this is
time.
from that weird movie.
Now you slobs have had it too soft. You guys
No, this is from Arise, Serpentor, Arise.
Oh, right. That's right.
The five, because that got me into history as a kid. Cobra going to like the tubes of history's greatest leaders to create their own.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, dude, he's about to say, I'm glad you feel that way, Hawk, because with all due respect, you're a Joe, and you're gonna join them.
You know it by heart, buddy.
Yeah, right, I know G.I. Joe by heart. What are you kidding? This is my cartoon as a kid.
I remember
I like that
watching
they
this.
use.
I was 16 and like stoned and watching it. So I have some memories of it.
Sergeant Slaughter. If you're so
I remember this background music a lot.
you prove it.
Hang on a
It'd
second.
be in every episode,
Try me.
even though this is the movie. They would,
James Caan?
All of you tackle me at once.
was it? I don't think it's Slaughter doing the voice.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I make my point?
Here's my favorite thing. They make the astronaut run the hill in his space gear.
We've got to remember.
Look at this. You got to wear the helmet and everything.
This was a bad idea.
It's all about the brand.
Let's go. Go, Joe. Go, Joe. Better. Not perfect, but better.
I give it my highest grade, C plus.
Sorry, I have a rather large G.I. Joe collection, but we're going to watch Sergeant
Look
Slaughter.
at this. Look, he's unscrewing it with his mighty marine fingernails.
God.
No, there's the original Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe figure.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
With
Really
swagger stick.
collectible. Oh, with swagger stick.
With swag, yeah.
Destro was always my favorite of the Cobra
Mhm.
guys.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird casting because he's supposed to be Scottish and yet he sounds like Darth Vader.
Yeah, he sounds like James Earl Jones.
Sounds like, yeah, that's clearly what they were going for.
Was he supposed to be Scottish?
Yeah, Death Throw
Yeah,
in the
in the comics and
From
and
from
in
the
the show
cover
too, because
Marvel.
they do an episode where he's got
That's
a
right.
Scottish castle.
I haven't watched these since the 80s.
there's Serpentor.
There's Cobra Law.
I see.
yeah.
I
This
was
is the later.
Yeah.
This is the
The
debut
twins.
too.
I had the twins,
Yeah.
and I
I
had
was-
Zartan.
Yeah, I was all about that sexy Dr. Mindbender get up as far as my Cobra guys. That's what
He was, kind of like a weird look to him.
I want
You
my-
got the cape
yeah,
somewhere in
I
your
want-
closet, Johnny, just in case.
yeah, I want my doctor to look like an S&M queen.
Sergeant Jacques
Here we go. Ask and ye shall receive, Travis.
Awesome.
Sergeant Jacques Goulet.
Yeah, in the French Foreign Legion helmet, no
French
less.
Foreign
Love
Legion.
What
Yeah.
what territory is
X
this?
shall mark
I
the
think-
spot.
I think this is Detroit
Okay.
or Chicago because that's Big
Mm.
Moose Cholak.
It's
Oh
Cholak.
wow.
This could be Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I don't think it's Detroit.
So the gimmick is that he's
Is
like,
it Pepper
okay.
Gomez?
Yeah, it's Pepper Gomez. They've done
Because
this a
his
few
gimmick
times.
was he had the steel stomach.
The steel stomach. Okay.
Just hit the man right there. Come on, just step back and hit the man.
Nice.
He was running his-
The perfect crime. The perfect
oh
crime.
Jesus!
Oh, good God.
Johnny loving these short vids.
Have you been injured in an accident? You may be entitled to
Oh, we got
compensation.
we got some Canadian footage here from TSN.
Right. Oh man. Remember the noise it would make whenever it would open up to this?
Sports Sports crew. When is this?
Cream. Sports cream.
You guys crib.
I think that's a mistake. Or maybe it's
And-
something.
And just because everyone wanted some more Sergeant Goulet, why not with rock and roll Buck Zumhoff? Everybody makes his return to the show.
Johnny's favorite person.
Uh-huh.
Thank
It's
God
not
he
too
never
bad
wrestled
now with the Vince
Maybe that's
allegations, does he?
Yeah.
You know what?
Maybe Sports Cream is it's a rib on him.
No, I know. He's like, have you been touched by rock and roll Bugzumov? You definitely need sports cream.
a lot more than that. When is this? Is this like very early 80s?
No, this would have been like 85.
So did Goulet leave the WF to go to AWA?
That's a good question. This
I
one,
think it's
because
earlier. I think this is earlier.
TSN didn't start until 84. I know that.
Right, but this was Grego, and these are
Classic match.
Classic matches.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
A
Yeah.
liberal
Then,
interpretation of the term, but nevertheless.
Here's a classic match between a man from the French Foreign Legion and a kitty diddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably 83-ish, 82, 83.
You gotta be rooting for the French Foreign Legion here, right?
Of course. Just hope he doesn't
I
surrender.
don't understand. Aren't the Foreign Legion kind of good guys? Not bad guys.
Well, here he's a bad guy, but
I know, but
knowing
like
what we
in
know,
real life,
he's definitely a good guy.
which is such a weird heel gimmick.
Right.
Why are the French Foreign Legion?
Do we
heels?
like these guys?
Well, no, because in every bit of pop culture that Americans at least knew was heroes, good guys, right?
Yeah.
Laurel and Hardy were in the French. There was a great one when they're in the French Foreign Legion. I think I saw it on Bugs Bunny. The French Foreign Legion ranks right up there with Quicksand as stuff I thought was like really important when I was a kid.
Didn't turn out to be a big problem in your life, Johnny?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Well,
This man.
Yeah, that is kind of a shame.
He does not have the appetite for people of the same age as him. Merde. Sorry. Excusez-moi. I am the true champion, as you can see.
If you knew.
All right.
All right.
Oh, Pro Wrestling USA.
I mentioned this earlier. I found the first at least 11 episodes of the original Pro Wrestling USA.
Awesome.
Pro Wrestling USA, where a bunch of the promoters were trying to team up against Vince, and of course it immediately started falling apart because these guys can't get along at all, and just became an AWA show. I'd never seen any of these. I'd heard about them, and there's one for
Mid-South Coliseum, right?
Yeah, they did it at the Mid-South Coliseum. Memphis got to host the first taping.
Yeah, because that actually Memphis, because a lot of their top guys were used as basically jobbers.
Very nice. Can't keep the rock and rolls away from us, baby.
It was Memphis, AWA, Crockett, a little bit of at first a lot.
Holy shit! 1, 2, 3. Is this 2 out of 3?
No.
Oh, geez, who cares about this fucking man?
Hey, we're gonna take Vince down if we all team up, buddy. They kicked us. They kicked us and Bill Apter out of all the buildings.
Jack Reynolds. He was Canadian, and he would go to WWF. He was the original.
He was the original primetime host with Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. He looks like Mike Myers' impression
He's
of
horrible.
Steve Lawrence from the Sinatra Group.
Right?
Yeah. No, he was a horrible.
Sure thing, Frank. I watched that because you had mentioned it.
That's so funny.
I hadn't seen it in forever. I laughed my ass off. It's so funny.
You saw them in action, and now
I think it was just Crockett, AWA in Memphis. Fritz turned him down.
Nice.
Bill Watts also turned him down.
Crank the Van Halen, yo.
Here we go.
Yeah, see, this suits these guys. What kind of car are they driving? What is that, a Charger?
But one of the most famous things about this, I remember reading the magazines, is an interview with a certain ex-champion who shows up. We're going to have to listen to.
The Rock and Roll Express to your come to your town. Nuclear fallout is a
Like I'm having a stroke. The acid just kicked in.
You got to roll.
But this video is from Watts.
Yeah.
All right. This will be interesting to see how they dole out who gets a time here on this. How many episodes of this did they do?
I think of 11. How many they do? They did a ton, but eventually it just became an AWA show. But as far as the original, it didn't last that long. Because I discovered
like about a year, if that.
When I discovered it was 85, and by that time it was just an AWA show.
I think the first
Silver.
Super Clash was almost the end of the.
He's into outer space play. That means Johnny.
Yeah,
Silver Pantana.
Yeah.
Alien play.
You have circle Uranus. Look for Klingons, if you know what I mean.
Hey yo.
The Golden Terror's been here.
Golden Terror has a run. It looks like it was. It's like Turner when Turner colorized movies.
I know.
Somebody went through every frame of this to color that ref. Urine yellow. It's like Frank Miller's Pro Wrestling USA. R.I.P. the fucking king. Oh, just they take off his fucking solo. Everything is all right. That was fucking badass. But it was like a Herb Alpert or no, like a Chuck Mangione something.
But here's another thing. Where the fuck were Tony Atlas and Butch Reed working at this time? Because
Butch is Mid-South.
Butch is Mid-South, so Watts is participating a little bit.
Too.
Atlas is after he.
Atlas just got let go from WWF, I guess.
Yeah, but he would come back not too long after.
Hey, Von Hess.
It's
not one of the original Von Hesses, is it, Kelly?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe Watts was involved, but not for very long.
Not for long. I just read it. It was in the Death of the Territories book, so it's fresh in my mind.
Another Von Hess. That's so funny.
It immediately started falling apart because none of these promoters could get along.
Who's that ring announcer? It looked like Lance Russell.
It was Lance Russell.
It is.
He got to be the special guest. Memphis wanted, since it was being done in Memphis, they wanted to get Lance Russell involved somehow. And
who was the commentary team for this show?
Jack Reynolds and somebody.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Did Gordon Soley not want to do it? It was too far a trip for him, probably.
Who knows what Soley was doing at the time? Maybe because they couldn't trust him to be sober. Who knows?
Was Jack Reynolds involved with the IWA? Is that where he got started in wrestling?
Yeah, I believe so. And then in Toronto too.
Okay.
Pretty rad. Hold. People need to bring this back. It's hilarious.
Yeah. And conceivably, it could work.
Right?
Yeah.
If you get it right.
If you did that to your little brother,
proper leverage. Yeah.
He's stuck. You rip his arm
off. Braden. Fuck off, Braden.
Tag, and here comes Robertson.
Big boots.
Look at that Superman S and
I know.
The hair, and the hair there. Ladies are gonna love it.
I'm gonna get noticed. I'm doing job work on this promotion. We're gonna take it to Vince. I gotta have some kind of a gimmick, so I stand out from the other jobbers.
That's it. What year is this again? Sorry.
84.
All
right.
Yeah.
So we got Superman 3. Superman 3 would have. When did Quest for Peace come out?
86, I think.
Yeah.
87.
87.
Yeah, with Jaws: The Revenge
Ooh,
within a few weeks of each
good
other.
Lord,
Two
that was
horrible
incredible.
sequels that
Wow.
yeah, I remember because I was a
The
huge Jaws
multiplex.
fan and a huge Superman fan, and they were both just total duds. I went to Jaws: Revenge in the theater. I don't know,
Oh.
probably like 2 other people.
That was
I
an
was-
awful
yeah.
hip toss.
Yeah,
Jaws the Revenge, a movie that if you actually work out the plot in detail, you realize that the shark has to actually be able to operate a telephone for it to work.
That's pretty cool.
Because at the beginning of the movie,
You guys, you guys, are you selling me on this, or are you telling me it sucks?
Well, okay, you've seen the movie then, Kelly. But at the beginning
Yeah,
of the movie, you know,
yeah,
he lures in Brody's kid. The shark lures
Yeah.
Brody's kid in with the buoy and eats him, right? So,
Yeah.
but earlier in the movie, a couple seconds before, he comes into the sheriff's office. He says, "By the way, Steve or Mike or whoever, I can't remember, called out, so I'm subbing for him tonight." Like, wait a minute, for this back to work, the shark had to know
exactly.
that
How
dude
would he have
called out of
known?
work, and
Yeah,
therefore
yeah,
that
yeah.
means it was the shark pretending to be him making
Land shark.
Candygram.
Candygram.
Yeah, god damn it. We know we were both waiting for that.
I know. We were
Waiting
like
for
two,
a lull in the
we were like
conversation.
two gunslingers.
Yep.
goodbye.
You're gonna smash them
There
together.
we go.
Fuck yeah. Holy shit.
You can tell Tony can't really.
Can't match press for press with Butch.
Or was
Might
that where they
have been a little
tag
blown
team?
up.
I love that what Butch Reed got out of wrestling. He went
He's
into
like, come on, man.
He
I'm
went
going up
into
and I'm going down.
he went into rodeo. He was a rodeo guy.
Speaking of Butch, I'm glad that Pete Dunne is back to being Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey,
It's every
Yes, that was
show,
a-
baby.
yeah, yeah. I'm
So it
all
looked
over.
like maybe Vince lured Atlas back because he's back in the WWF by
Yeah, it was only
October.
a blip, right?
This is September,
Yeah.
so that was maybe
Gross!
an early example.
Dusty,
That's
of Vince fucking
disgusting.
with him.
People screaming at him.
Dusty, knows,
Boo!
Dusty
Put your
knows
shirt back on.
Dusty knows how hot Mystery Titan Theater is, so he's booked himself on 2
Yeah,
segments
yeah.
of tonight's show.
Exactly. That's right.
I smell the talent with them boys. They've
Nice.
I guess Dusty is shame if we're the United Underworld.
Um,
I love that whiff. Is it? There he goes.
holy shit. What's capacity here? It sounds like an indie show.
Where were they at? Were they at the Memphis Coliseum or?
But I think that was
Ladies and gentlemen,
was from
Herb
Worldwide.
Albert, the Tijuana Brass.
Yeah,
That was
the
a
same
Florida
area.
match, I think, that was aired in.
Oh yeah, yeah. These are not all of
I
this.
think that was Crockett. It was
Yeah,
the
so-
same
yeah,
ring as
yeah.
the World
Would
War.
it cro-
Here we
okay,
go. Turn this up.
Oh,
Turn this up.
wow.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Pro wrestling today. I've been out of professional wrestling.
They
a long,
introduce him
long
as the
time.
champion.
All you people out there, I know you've been wondering where I've been at. Well, I've been at home thinking about you people. I've been kept out of professional wrestling.
I've been looking for the biggest collar I could find.
Still recognize myself as the champion because I wasn't defeated, I wasn't pinned, and I didn't submit.
Backland.
And they no longer wanted me in
Goes up with his honking zit on his nose.
This program
timing.
Been at home babysitting my new friend.
back into your living rooms. It's a great pleasure.
He looks like Private Pile sitting on the toilet at the end of basic training. Full
Yeah.
metal
Full
jacket.
metal jacket. Yeah.
I don't think they're going for Bob Backlund's Psycho, but that's
Yeah.
definitely
It
the
could have
It
worked.
doesn't. It's how it feels.
It should have been. Yeah, because it would have made total sense that he snapped after losing the belt.
Till they
Well,
finally.
that's what
yeah.
Vince pitched to him.
Till,
too,
not till Vince
apparently.
did it 6 years, 7 years later, and it
10,
was awesome.
well, 10 years.
10, yeah.
10,
Title with-
94.
Crazy. This is like his last
And
known
obviously the man
video
that
of somebody before they went
Tell that
postal and
happens.
then on themselves.
I appreciate how you had it.
Yeah,
Crazy.
He's gonna R Bud Dwyer any second right now.
Yes.
But no, this was all over the magazines because the magazines were all in on this too because Vince had just banned them, and they were all behind promoting this, and they were promoting it as the 3 champions are there: Flair, Martel, and Backlund, because he didn't ever. He got fucked.
Wrestling
Cool.
champion Bob Backlund.
Well,
This is Jack
it's a
Reynolds.
pretty good
He
hook,
even
dude.
says WWF.
For more exciting action.
Here we go.
Road Warriors.
Yeah. Dude. At 15, this when you'd see this that Black Sabbath hit, I was like, yeah. I was the fact that they were bad guys made me laugh. Like, even at 15, I was like, this isn't gonna last for long. These guys are fucking awesome.
I was so into classic rock then too, when I was 15. I wonder how much. I don't think teenagers are into rock anymore, you guys.
Well,
So I've
rock
heard.
is played out. Rock is played out though, but there's no good rock music. There hasn't been for at least a decade.
In 1985, though, Sabbath wasn't considered classic rock.
Right.
It was considered like it still felt hardcore heavy metal.
Sure.
You know, classic rock of 1985, and believe me, was a lot of Zeppelin, a lot of the Who, Lynyrd Skynyrd,
Doobies.
a little bit, yeah. Blackwater got played.
That China Grove, that riff.
Raging Raper, got it.
Oh, Ken Raper, the man with the most unfortunate name. The fact that he did not change his name.
It's just
Look, they're raging and raping. This is
the real R&R.
That's the answer. That's raging and raping. Oh my god! What would be worse is a worse team would be Ken Raper and Ken. That would be. I'd feel bad for one member of that team. Oh god,
Kelly, that remember when we did that one Brainbuster with Zellner, and we did the magazine game, and the headline I picked was it real or false? A rapist invades women's dressing room. And, and Zellner goes, it was Ken Raper, and it was
hilarious.
That's still one of the tragedies of my life that it ended. Brainbuster ended before I could get on.
Well, maybe a one-time only. We'll do a one-time only Patreon.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Of it.
Don't tease! I love it.
I'll do it.
I think we should.
I'll put together one last episode. It'll be okay. So Hawkins, Kelly, and someone else. Travis.
No.
Travis get creamed.
No, I could be an analyst on the sidelines in between each round.
Well, yeah, that worked because I always had Matt Denton to banter with during it. So you could be.
There you go. We got to pull somebody from the outside. I like that.
Yep.
Get that young Davey Meltzer fella to join us.
Sure. Hey, get
Zellner back, man. Dude, I've been loving. I know.
Hey,
Zellner would kill us. That was a fluke. I won that one.
Let's go for some wrestling talk. Get Boogie Night. He knows a lot of shit.
Right.
Really taking a pounding in there. From the fabulous
Tara would be another good one.
Fabulous Road Warrior.
Tara would be good. Right. Tara would be good.
Boy, you talk about a couple of spectacular guys. A couple of guys
I get to do a brand new headlines game. That was my favorite thing to do, was to make up bullshit.
Yes. Oh man, I love that. The format was tremendous.
The youngster taking a pounding.
Gone too soon. Gonna be there's a lot of in memoriams. At the Garden, Brainbuster.
It was too hard to do.
Tag teams back again.
Tag teams back again. Never got a finale.
Our Stampede
Imaginary stories,
miniseries.
of course.
Yeah,
Stampede.
Well, we've teased that imaginary stories might come back once or twice as a special. I'd like to talk comic books with Kelly again, or comic strips at that.
We'll do something. Thank you.
Let's carve.
I've got some ideas.
Go crazy and working with Boris Johnson.
Ooh, Jesus Christ! Barely snuck that one in. Oh my God! No, he's dead. He's dead. There you go. Doomsday device. No, not even.
Not yet. Not yet.
There we go. That's it.
They've already killed him.
They hadn't started using
Filled
the
him with
Doomsday
power.
devices.
They're still wearing their leathers, dude. They look so badass.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Let's pick up the action once again.
Barely snuck that in. I wish we'd seen it again. Fuck, that guy's fucking got birds flowing around his head at this point.
Yeah.
They misunderstood. They thought he was a real raper, and they really kicked the shit out of him.
Which one he uses raper? I'm Ken Raper.
Well, we're not fans of the way you tell him, animal.
It was a whole new meaning to what a rush.
Ken Raper and Mark Reagan. All right, we'll be back with more right after we take this timeout.
Everything is all right.
What the fuck are you? Hey, and Leaping Lady Papa.
All right.
Lanny.
I gotta dig up. I'm gonna dig up my book. I'll be right back.
Ta-da.
Right, Lanny against Bach.
Oh, Bach. Interesting.
We gotta get the young hipster crowd into the show, Kelly. So the Bach.
Sir.
Yeah, he's the best rapper in all of wrestling, according to Peter Winson from Greetings from Allentown.
It's
For
been
his
a
work
while.
on the Wrestle Rock Rumble.
USA against Lanny Poffo from the legendary Poffo family.
Oh my God. I don't know if I've read this one before, but I just dug out, because we haven't seen Lanny in a while. I got Leapin' Lanny's Wrestling with Rhyme, his one poetry book here. As I've said before, I don't know, we mentioned before the inscription that my friend found at a thrift store in somewhere in the Lower Mainland. There's to Michelle, a girl even prettier on the inside. Love, Lanny. And so here's what we're gonna.
Which means she's totally ugly.
The title of the one we're gonna read today is timely. Billy Jack's Best Hole. Billy Jack's from Oregon, where rain and sun make trees. That's why he proudly wears the green and gold. Well, that explains the color scheme. But what's behind his piercing eyes is stronger than his favorite wrestling hold. Okay, I see the rhyme the rhythm he's going for here. His father is his biggest fan, blind and needs a rest. But wrestling's on his television dial. When Billy Jack's victorious, you close your eyes and concentrate, you can almost feel his father's smile. A weird one. Weird time, I didn't think that one through.
Because he knows what, because he knew then. Because he knew then what. Okay, guys, he knew then what was behind Billy Jack's eyes, and he was fucking scared. That's why
Also,
that poem was all over the place.
Right. I've got
Billy Jack was staring at him. He was right.
A weird meter on that one.
Now, let's see, this is mid-'84, so Poffo is in Memphis at this point.
Yeah, he's in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
This is really the gift that keeps on giving.
Much like a late-night golden
I need to remember to bring it. To bring out the Tyrus book that I got for Christmas.
Oh yes, of course.
Get some quotes, but it's hard because I start reading it and I just get angry because yeah, you know what I mean. I'm like, fuck this guy.
Yep.
It's still funny that I was given that as a present. It's on my shelf.
Best selling.
This
Was
is
it best
I
selling?
know you can hear him. Yeah, best selling wrestling book.
That's all you need to know about wrestling books.
Mm-hmm. That's like a high. Mills Lane is inhaled helium.
This would have been right. Heenan has just left for the WWF at this point. He just missed out.
Joining me at ringside ringside right
Or
now.
dodged a bullet, actually. But the ref's actually 12 years old. He's got that terrible disease
Around here inside.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
where they age.
Oh, look at that kip up. There we go. Lanny, there's our boy.
You know, with the other people, we are so proud because we're looking for talent.
Who's that?
I'm
other people in the world today.
I can't tell who that is. I think it sounds like a Spanish accent.
No,
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Adnan El Casey. Okay.
And the only Native American Iraqi you'll ever run into.
We got the oil, and we could do anything.
They get a guy. So he comes to America. He is Iraqi. There's a built-in gimmick for that, and they're like, you know what? You're gonna be an Indian. I'm like, okay, sure.
Do anything because the other people like, and I'm looking for a good talent to be a winner.
There you have it.
You know who that guy looks a little bit like, if you know who this is, Johnny? Michael Berryman. If you've ever seen The Hills Have Eyes.
Okay, yeah, Shrunken. Wasn't he the principal in the Motley Crue video?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, he's a good man. I have wrestled him many times.
I'll tell you, I'm very impressed with this young Lanny Poffo.
Well,
Boy, he's a comer.
Beg your pardon?
He sure is. He sure is.
Hammer.
Why? Well, here, let me show you.
Wait till you see how I get there.
Referee right now talking to Bach.
Get that on Hollywood Squares of the Love Boat, Bach.
Right now.
well, you know this is one of the genders.
Yeah, Bachwinkle was a guest on the Love Boat a couple of times. That's right.
Oh, he
Really?
was?
Yep.
Okay,
At least once. I know he was a Hollywood
well,
Squares
I think we know what we're doing.
Oh
next
my
2
God.
years, boys.
Yeah.
Actually, I found an early contender. I was flipping around like on Roku. There's like there's free TV stations, and I started fucking around going, what's on here for wrestling? There's like a treasure trove of shit. Weird shit. Like one was like the best of Bobby Jaggers. I was like, what? What the fuck is that?
Hulu is great for that too.
Yeah.
Hulu has some strange stuff.
Yeah. But I think it's Pluto TV or something. There was like,
Or not Hulu. What am I
like
thinking of?
75 of them, and God, and one of them was the wrestling women versus the Aztec mummy.
Mummy.
So yeah,
Crazy.
That
Sounds awesome.
yeah, it's an old black and white flick.
This match is getting awesome.
Oh, this match is. I mean,
Nope, the Aztec mummy once took on a robot. Then in another movie, some wrestling women. It was a series, believe it or not.
You can hear the referee counting up there in the ring.
I've seen the trailers.
Yeah. It sounds pretty great. Just give me a second here.
I don't think I've ever seen an El Santo movie in my life.
Oh yeah, we have to do that eventually.
Just clips.
yeah, the Mystery Science Theater already did it. So I mean,
Right. Well, they did one. They did one. Yeah.
Body slam.
I think I've told this story before about the only time I've been to Mexico with my wife and I. One of the only times I turned the TV on in our resort. It was a Mil Mascaras movie from the 60s where he's like a James Bond spy.
Your wife,
Just the end of it.
Your
Kelly,
poor
we're not
wife.
doing
Your
wrestling on
poor
this
wife.
vacation.
It ends with him walking away with a woman on each arm.
Yeah,
I
your
love
poor,
it. Oh
your
my
poor
God.
wife is mad because you had reservations for 2 hours earlier and you insisted on watching this.
Oh,
fucking-
it was just the very end, and then it
Okay.
had like a movie critic talking about it. At the end.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Like Robert Osborne from
Yes.
TCM or something.
Sir Mankiewicz. Ooh. And then you're like, I need to get a mask for the rest of this trip.
I did. That's where I got the Calgary Flames Rey Mysterio mask was in Mexico.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Go back a second.
The slowest count.
Super slow count.
Miniature Mills.
All right, hand it over here. They represent the Lollipop
Oh,
Guild.
God damn it! I was thinking the same thing.
Always a step ahead of you there, Sully.
I was
Whatever
perfect.
became
I was
of
perfect.
next on Mystery Titans Theater.
Tries to come back with a flip. catches the knee into the sternum.
That was
You'll watch Nick Bockwinkel and
really
Look at
good.
that sell. The way Landon.
Yeah.
See, Landon is very limber. See how limber he was
Supple.
bending over.
Very supple.
Look at that tremendous
Jesus.
move. Bockwinkel, the former NWA
He looks like the guy that ref looks
We'll be
like
back with more right after we
God,
take
what's his
this
name?
timeout.
Everything is all right. No, yeah.
Sight, out of sight. And the dirty white boys.
Damn it. I'll get it out who that ref looked like. He's a mad scientist in the old Bugs Bunny cartoons. It's the Hulkster!
He jumped ship. I don't believe it.
What?
Big team.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this isn't their song.
Hey, keep your mouth shut. This gig can last forever.
Yeah, we're bigger than that, than New York. Let's take them down.
Look, hey, I don't know about you, but I don't want to work for that old fucking pervert anymore. I've seen things.
Oh, yeah?
Things. Yeah.
Ah, well, we should get that out as soon as possible.
I think maybe sign this thing. I don't even know what the fuck. NDA.
Nadia?
Whatever.
She sounds nice. Anyways, back to work.
Introducing first a total weight of 458 pounds, the tag team of
Len Denton,
Uh-huh.
the future Mr. Olympia.
The Dirty White Boys.
I've never seen them as a team.
Dirty white boy. We
And that
saw
was
one
their
Dirty
music.
White Boys.
That was their entrance music too.
I'll be right back.
And Jerry the King Lawler. 1 fall, 15 minutes.
The combination right now of Jerry Lawler and Tommy Wild.
Lance Russell is just the
Where's
best. Look at that.
Tommy
Sid.
Rich? Is he in Georgia at this point?
What's that?
September of 80. So it's September of 84. Where is Tommy Rich?
Memphis?
He could be. He was part of the Georgia, the Ole, Georgia, wasn't he? After Black Saturday?
I'm not
This would
sure.
have been a little bit after Black Saturday, right?
Yeah. It lasted for a while. It was on TBS, but it was on at like 7 o'clock in the morning or some stupid time slot, 8 o'clock.
What was that? The Georgia?
Yeah, Ole Anderson's Georgia.
Yeah, Ole Anderson's Georgia. The one that Crockett absorbed and made into the B squad.
I guess
that's what
how it
happened.
worked. I've never seen, well, maybe I've seen when Ole turned heel on Thunderbolt Patterson. Was that on Crockett or was that on?
It was when it was both at that point. Crockett had taken over it, but they still had their TV.
Okay, because I've seen that.
And a few weeks later, it was all gone, and it was Crockett.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was still Georgia.
Yeah, they still had their own TV, but the deal had been done.
Yeah, but I can't say I've ever seen any like matches or TV shows from that.
Terry, it's indeed a pleasure that we welcome you to our.
Oh, Terry Funk's on commentary, by the way. I think.
Is he?
I think.
I heard him say Terry, so yeah.
Funk was semi-retired kind of at this time.
Yep. There he is. Looking good.
They did have a lot of talent. There's no doubt about that.
And it was like from being a 15, 14-year-old fan reading the magazines, it felt so big to me. Like I didn't know that these guys, were just a bunch of con men and shit. I was like, that's fucking awesome. And there was one card in particular that the magazines made it feel like the biggest thing, and it sounded like the biggest thing that I think it might be out there at this point, but it was the Meadowlands card with the giant tag team battle royal. That Slaughter
one
by
single-handedly.
Yeah. I was like, that felt like
that drew like 19,000.
And it was at the Meadowlands. I would read that article over and over again as a kid, like It was like the one show I wish I could see them. It was like my hidden gem was that show, and I think it might be out there now. Honestly,
didn't we watch?
Did we do it? I think we might.
I think only like an hour of it.
Something like that's
YouTube.
right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
It was Japanese TV.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Harley Race and Ric Flair. A really good Harley Race and Ric Flair match.
Yeah.
Lawler and somebody against the Road Warriors, I believe.
Von Raschke, I believe, right?
Was it Von Raschke? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That was Slaughter's debut.
Yeah. Okay. And the famous spot in that match, or it was in that match or the Battle Royal, Animal gorilla pressed Lawler 10 times.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty much the peak of Pro Wrestling USA.
In comes Tommy Rich. Big right. All 4 men in the ring right now.
As press.
1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Fez press, and speaking of awkward, that fan.
Yeah.
I
had a shirt like that when I was 10. I had a shirt like that when I was 10. I was a grown man.
Which one? That's
the yellow stripe
horizontal
stripe. Yep.
He's going to audition for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown in that thing.
Now watch this beautiful cat leap right there.
Cat leap. They call that a cat leap? Looks like a Luthez press.
Well, if Terry Funk wants to call it a cat leap, then
that was Funk calling it a cat.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, not the last time we'll be seeing the Funker tonight.
Nice.
Along with manager Jimmy Hart.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Jimmy Hart was
Mr.
there.
Saito and Jimmy Hart.
Mr. Saito and Jimmy Hart.
An interesting combination.
Jimmy Hart if you wanted to.
Right, Hart was still in Memphis until just before WrestleMania.
This is before WrestleMania, yeah.
Yeah. Like that's when he started in WWF, like right before WrestleMania.
That robe is dope. I love it.
Mm-hmm. This would have been post McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because that
took
a
heck of an orgy, baby.
A year to
I got all the best oils.
Now, did Saito do the all-time tour, or did he get sent back?
Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah. Then he went straight back to Japan, of course, after it. I don't think he came back much.
Oh, of
so
course.
Interesting.
Which is so weird because I feel like Hart was just managing him just for this, right? I mean,
yeah, maybe.
It's hard to say. So many people came in and out of Memphis that he managed.
I don't remember Saito at all.
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot of one shots in this.
There's a lot of us in this episode too.
Yeah, he's late. This guy's late to get the shit kicked out of him by Mr. Saito.
Sorry. My bus, it was fucked up. Let's just go. Tracy Smothers.
Oh,
Tracy
Tracy Smothers.
Smothers.
Wow.
A young Tracy Smothers.
Super young.
His opponent from Japan coming in at 251.
Looking like he's auditioning to be Tony Gurria's next partner.
I know. Boy.
Tony was on the lookout at this point.
Yeah, Robert, you now just put in my head my dream tag team that will never be. Tracy Smothers and
Tony and Tracy, the T&T connection.
The T&T connection.
And again with me at ringside,
the Rebel and the Kiwi.
Vince wouldn't go for it. Come on, Vince. I need that fifth reign as or is it sixth reign? Tag champion.
I'm gonna throw my weight around.
Break the tie with Mr. Fuji.
I've earned it.
Hey, Vince.
You know I'm better than Fuji. He's so devious.
Hey, Vince. Don't be breaking my balls, there, Paisan.
Gurria.
He's a Kiwi via the Bronx.
Gurria should have been in the
Fantastic
FBI.
there by Mr. Saito.
Full blood at a time.
He would have been the real Don, the Godfather.
Uh-huh.
The reverse suplex.
And goodbye.
And he can get up from
Oh,
his
wow.
Yeah.
Tracy would. Better days ahead for him.
Oh yeah.
The winner.
Even watching him bump around, you knew that this guy was better than the other ones.
Mhm.
Just watch this. Look at that. Oh, like
Pretty
right there. The wobble of the head as he's going down. That's fantastic.
turns him around, and now you see this back play right here as he look at this beautiful move right there.
Beautiful suplex.
Yep.
The back of his neck, you see him
Right
move
there,
into
when he landed on his head, is when he started to think he was Italian.
Tremendous action.
It would culminate years later.
Right after we
Oh,
take
looks like they have a shoeless wrestlers. Maybe they need a commentator.
Professional wrestling. With me right now are the World Tag Team Champions. Along
How cool does Ellering look here too, as well?
Whose
man?
belts are these?
Mhm.
Those are
AWA tag.
AWA?
yeah.
Yeah, but they were like,
Looking like they were the original
s-
AWA.
the
tag
yeah, I think they were from the
1960, hadn't been
60s.
replaced.
Yeah, so ancient looking.
190 pounds, 200
They remind me of Stampede Wrestling's belts in the 80s.
Sure,
They were
yeah,
also
totally.
fucking
This
100
is
years old.
They look like they smell like old people.
this to me is what I think of when I think the best Road Warriors, like the core Road Warriors. You know, is right here. They look their best, their youngest, their fastest. They look the most badass.
Who do you think?
I love the face paint on Hawk that he had at this
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
around the eye.
They like when they started wearing all the spikes. I mean, it looked cool and all, but it was too,
They got
too
more and
much.
more cartoonish.
Yeah, it got
Yeah,
more and more
a little
cartoony.
further away from Mad Max.
With all the power he had.
Yeah.
Well, also because
Well, when they first debuted, they were straight out of Cruising.
yeah, exactly.
Right,
They
seen them?
definitely. Yeah, especially Animal. Especially Animal. When Animal started just as the Road Warriors, definitely
Yes.
more Daisy Dukes.
We stop for nothing and we stand alone.
They look a little bit more like, I mean, in that, they look a little bit actually like the Mad Max villains, not the Road Warrior villains.
Yeah.
Not only the greatest of our time,
Right.
Back when they first debuted, because those are more like weird,
champions
Mhm.
forever.
Yeah.
you know,
And-
coming bikers.
I like the bleach blonde Ellering a lot, man.
Yeah.
How long did he have that? How often?
Wow.
As a wrestler, he always had bleach blonde. Yeah.
And part
Because
of
he
his
had
gimmick,
just stopped wrestling not long before this.
part of
But
his
he'd still
gimmick-
do some war games every now and again, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, part of Ellering's gimmick was that he carried around rolled up Wall Street Journal and
Right.
and would read it at ringside during squash matches. And people said that it was a shoot because backstage it is what he was reading because he was actually their real life manager and was investing their money for them.
And a member of Mensa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
did I
Against
Diderot?
Rick Martel.
Really?
Yeah, and did I Diderot? And now at age
Mhm.
70 something, he's back in
Back.
WWE.
Yeah.
Trying
Insane.
in another attempt to try to get Carrion crossover.
And Authors of Pain again, yeah.
Yeah, with Authors of Pain, and you know, I watch it, and I think WWE is right now creatively at their best in a long, long time. But guess who still isn't fucking over in any fucking way?
No.
Carrion fucking Cross stinks. Still
I
stinks.
think
That's
we
an
know-
example of throwing the towel, guys. Let him just show up and beat the hell out of Travis finally and be done with it.
Yes, yes. I was gonna wait for that. I was gonna say I think we know the real reason why it hasn't quite worked. But you gotta
Did he
get in
agree
real
over
close.
Travis?
You gotta get in real close.
Make a few cracks about his wife and get powerbombed through a table. He'll be the next big thing.
He is a French-Canadian.
Eddie Gilbert versus Rick Martel here.
Mhm. Interesting. I don't think their paths crossed that much
Not
over
often.
the years.
Not often.
I'll cut a promo on Carrion about his wife's use of foundation.
Martel right now applying the pressure to the left
That'll be
leg
it.
of Eddie Gilbert.
Like,
No, I mean she is a stunner. The camera loves her. She
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
stunner. It does feel like a waste of talent in
Oh, good maneuver.
to some extent with her,
Yep.
especially the WWE level.
Champion. Look at that.
Karrion Kross to me looks like a Red Shoe Diaries actor. Forever, always will. Especially when he poses with her every now and again.
Guy's name. But he's an actor, Brian Thompson, the actor Brian Thompson, played like a ton of monsters on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and stuff like that.
Right.
He looks like somebody from that era.
Totally.
They just reintroduced Authors of Pain at least as wrestlers the other day on like Raw or whatever, and they did it in a squash match. They had to just go out there and squash two local guys, which when's the last time you saw that?
That's cool.
And it was great. And Ellering was great. And when Karrion Kross is out there like raising his hands like he's the mastermind, you immediately just go like, you just got to cut this by a third and it's gonna work. You got to get rid of these two. Just let it be. They stink. As soon as he comes on the screen, all goodwill goes out the fucking door.
There are a number of contenders trying to get my belt. He says, but I'll take them one at a time.
Oh, what a great
Write
sell.
this out. Eddie Gilbert selling atomic drops.
Eddie, yeah. Someone needs to make a compilation of those.
Arm stretch now by Martel.
2 straight Martel.
Now is
shows.
Martel the AWA champion by now?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But he held that thing for about well over a year.
A year.
Mhm. Yeah, about a year and a half.
29th of December, 1985. You were there, Johnny.
Yep,
yes,
Johnny was
yes, I
there.
was.
He beat Jumbo Saruta, I think in
Nothing
May
you
of
need me to tell you
84.
that.
If I'm not mistaken.
And so historically, you looked at it, Martel was the AWA champ for a year. But when I got into wrestling, he was the AWA champ, and the magazines made him, to me, I'm like, well, he's at the same level as Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. So he always felt like a big deal to me.
Don't do it again. Whip.
And he's fucking awesome.
Monkey flip.
Is it a long weekend in the States, Johnny?
Look at that.
Maybe
Yes,
President's Day.
President's Day is Monday.
President's Day.
There we
Yeah,
go.
we don't.
Yeah.
I have a week off.
Yeah, I don't. It's not one of my company's holidays. We can basically use our holidays whenever the fuck we want.
Oh, and we're done
At this
here.
point. There we go.
Oh, you talk about excitement.
There's a young, what's that? Like
Travis
Jim
Kelce.
Neidhart. Jim Neidhart. Yeah,
Travis Kelce's there with a young Brit.
totally.
Let's pick up the act.
This was a great roll up here.
Abominable
Yeah.
stretch.
Abdominal stretch into a roll up.
He just called it an abdominable stretch.
Bumbles bounce.
Bounce. God damn it. That's
Seconds, the official time. The winner, Rick Martel.
2-1, Johnny. 2-1.
I know.
USA, right after we take this timeout.
Everything is all right.
Also felt
So do we get Flair to round out the triumvirate?
This is Jack Reynolds at ringside, inviting you to join us next week when you'll see the fabulous
Guess not.
Not yet.
AWA champion
Tonight at 8.
He does look like Mike Myers, dressed like
Pro Wrestling USA, the
Eva
TV.
Lawrence.
Actress playing hard to get. In a
I
romance
don't think he
that is,
was.
shall we say, indiscreet. Tonight at 8 here on Channel
Turn this down a
11.
bit.
Wrong. No, I don't think Flair ever made the show.
No.
In like a squash or anything. He might have done promos.
It's funny. They just
That
used the
promos, definitely
Memphis
promos.
Memphis intro for
Yeah.
the show too.
That's Jerry Lawler and Jerry Jarrett insisted that his homoerotic statue would be
Johnny's favorite.
Joe Danzo's.
There's stuff you don't
Oh.
see.
Texas Death Match. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, fan cam time.
Fan
Smoky
Can
Mountain.
Time. Smoky Mountain. The audio at the begin. Oh, yeah.
Stars and bars.
The
Damn it.
audio in the beginning is kind of rough, but I think we're not going to hear it. But it's the Gangstas versus Terry Funk and Bullet Bob Armstrong, managed by Jim Cornette, who Bob Armstrong put aside his long-running rivalry with Jim Cornette there because they agree that something needed to be done about the Gangsters. I think this might be the Gangsters' last match before they go to ECW, maybe.
Mm. Yeah, they cut some really crazy promos in Smoky
They're the
Mountain.
best. They're all on YouTube. You got to look them up. New Jack's promos in Smoky Mountain they're totally listed on. They're like, well, these are really in bad taste, but goddamn,
Yeah.
they're fucking great.
I know about
because
the
he's
I know about the
praising
OJ.
OJ Simpson.
OJ
The
one,
OJ
yeah,
one
is
is
famous. Yeah.
hilarious. It's hilarious.
The one where they're in the graveyard.
Uh-huh.
Who's the third gangster though?
It might be D'Lo.
Gangsta.
D'Lo wasn't for a time, but he looks.
It was D'Lo. D'Lo was
Was
part
it
of their
D'Lo?
crew.
Oh,
D'Lo
okay.
was part of their crew. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
that's
think
him in there
that's
yet.
who I was thinking,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah, D'Lo's the one in the pink do rag.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Or red.
Brian Hildebrand, your referee.
Yeah.
Right. We've seen him before.
Yeah.
Bullet Bob.
Hey, he was in the same class, Danucci's with Foley and Shane Douglas. And
That's
the thing
right.
was he was just too small for wrestling, so he just became one of the greatest referees of all time.
Foley and Douglas. Dominic Danucci. It was Foley and Douglas. Dominic Danucci. Oh, yeah.
I know how you feel about biopics. I'm waiting to see the reviews on the Marley one before.
Oh, they've been really bad. They've been really bad. Yeah.
I kind of heard they were pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll skip it then.
Yeah.
As bad as Madam Web.
I don't think.
No, it's been a run of like.
About that.
Those are really bad.
I heard Johnny was in the news about it though recently. You saw that guy who got in trouble at Madam Web screening?
No. Oh, look, Foley.
The guy was jerking off. The guy was jerking off to Sydney Sweeney's scenes.
Oh, I did hear about that. Funk's got a flaming branding iron, and he blew fire.
Cool. Take this from me. Why do I have this still?
Where's the bucket? Where's the fucking bucket?
They said the bucket would be here.
Realize how much weight Cornette put on in 10 years.
Just chasing.
Is this a scaffold match, or was there? There was.
No, I think there had been one.
Yeah.
There must have been
Obviously.
one.
I sincerely hope this is not a 27-minute long scaffold. That would
Scaffold match was the curtain jerk.
no one in their right mind.
Bad booking.
Well, that was Great American Bash '91. The curtain jerker was a scaffold match. That infamous bad one of all-time bad shows.
Yeah. I've never actually watched that, but I know its reputation.
Yeah, I've only seen, I think, Luger and Wyndham.
I've seen the show. It's well deserved.
Yeah, every match was a dud, pretty much.
Where was Smoky Mountain?
Tennessee.
Knoxville,
Yeah.
Tennessee was its main. Hold on, listen. This is New Jack. Listen. You can't really make it out. It's great though.
I like that pose. Like the cover of a comic book.
Like he's swinging his dick around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, helicopter spin for you, New Jack. What do you think of that?
Don't call me the bullet for nothing.
Bunker and Bullet. That's crazy.
Yeah. Who also had a legendary rivalry as well. So there's that backstory.
Smoky Mountain's peak would have been like early 90s, early to mid 90s.
Yeah, it was around
93 and the first. I always say when Dutch Mantel leaves to become the Booker of Puerto Rico is when the TV show started to go down a little bit, and I think that's somewhere around May of '94. Because they replace him with Les Thatcher, who's not quite as charismatic. Nice guy, I'm sure, but just not.
Like,
Oh, we're already
I've
getting
seen
a fucking
like,
pile driver on the
I've
table.
only seen little.
Oh,
Yeah, here we go.
yes.
Oh yeah. Oh,
The table.
table didn't break.
I've only seen clips of it, but the stuff with Foley there, with Candido and Tammy and Boo, Balls Mahoney doing the Boo Radley gimmick.
Boo Radley. Yeah.
Where they kill his cat and everything. It's fucking great.
Oh, shit. Nora loves Botchamania.
Yeah, Tammy Fitch was murdering things even back then, I guess.
Heyo.
No, yeah, that's right. She murdered his cat. You can tell. You always tell that's the kids who fuck with animals that you know are going to be serial killers. So this is the old-fashioned Texas deathmatch rules. You pin a guy. They've got a 10 count to get up, and you continue until somebody can't get up.
Yeah.
That's one, brother. Funker's looking like he's in good shape.
Oh yeah, he was still in great shape.
Relatively young. He was working a lot. He was all over the place. He was in Japan,
I think I got another
ECW.
Roadhouse in me. Oh, you see, there's a new Roadhouse. Speaking of which,
yeah, I heard about
Jake
it.
Gyllenhaal.
But they're remaking Roadhouse?
It's already out, I think.
No, I think I just saw a poster for it.
Yeah, it's coming out in the summer. I think. The director of Swingers and Go.
Oh, Doug Lehman, yeah. And Edge of Tomorrow.
He became
which
just
is
like an
awesome.
action movie director, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow is awesome. I highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. That was like one of those. The studios fucked with the name of it and didn't promote it right, but that movie fucking rules.
Yeah. I finally saw Top Gun Maverick. It's a blast. We watched it the other day.
I watched the Fablemans the other day, the Spielberg flick. Pretty good.
The Sting. I watched The Sting the other day.
Oh shit, dude.
That's you win.
I've got 5 movie posters framed in my apartment, and one of them is The Sting. So
I've never seen The Sting.
I watched it. I've been retro collecting VHS, so I saw
classic.
It. Yes.
Nice.
It was the low price of $2, so I couldn't pass it for that.
I've been seeking out a CRT VHS TV combo, like a 13-inch, nothing too big. If you guys ever come, I think I've told you, Kelly, if you guys are out and you're thrifting, if you ever see any old like mall CRT TVs, really would enjoy one of those.
So the TV that had the VCR built into it.
Yeah. I mean, a DVD would be great too, but that's even. Holy shit.
Hey, he pinned him standing on the table. I like this announcer. I like his
the
style.
Gangstas.
The Gangstas. Like flopping like a fish.
Wow, so we get 2 eras. Was that Cornette on the outside?
Yeah,
you get 2 eras of him here.
Yeah, like I said, he's put aside his rivalry with Bullet Bob Armstrong for them to get rid of the
I thought you were talking about Bullet and Funker.
No, it was mainly Cornette, because Cornette owned the place, but he was the top heel manager.
And I remember correctly, as soon as they polish off the Gangsters, he turns right back on Bob Armstrong.
Well, hey, spoilers.
I don't know if it was this match. I just mean the next week.
It is this match.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's funny.
I always go with the 30-year-old.
You accidentally spoiled it, because I was like, man, I can't wait for them to see this. It's so crazy. I love that they're turning the lights on every time they go outside. That's
interesting.
Cool. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Grazed him.
This stuff's real. Somebody by the camera.
It said that. Look at that kid on the outside. Holy shit.
God.
Overhead smash.
As if you couldn't tell, even at this age, Bullet Barb Armstrong in real life, bad motherfucker. Not someone you wanted to fuck with.
Got one of those wallets.
Didn't he once have like a 50-pound plate drop right on his?
Yes.
Yep.
I
Right
was
on
gonna
his
say if you
face.
survived that and had like half his face ripped off.
His face was fucking ripped off, totally reconstructive surgery, was out forever.
Yeah.
And they turned it into an angle, implying that Ted DiBiase did it.
Yes. All right. Oh, that's crazy.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Where's Glenn Jacobs? The
it's right around there.
Not Knoxville.
It is Knoxville.
Is it Knoxville?
Yeah. And when you
Unabomb.
and when you hear descriptions from a lot of the wrestlers who worked there and what the crowds were like, it makes sense that they love Kane and his.
Oh,
really?
Oh, dude, it's like, you know.
Really? How many people live in Knoxville, Tennessee?
Much bigger than Wheeling, West Virginia.
More than Wheeling?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And it covers
Definitely
not just
more.
a city, it covers like a county sort of a thing. Yeah. Oof. Bullet Bob's had it.
I'm the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee. That's what he should do. Just cut a heel promo one day when he finally
Almost 200,000. It looks like a beautiful city.
Yeah.
In the pictures here.
Oh man, I've heard nothing but amazing things about the city or the state of Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
As
Scenic city.
Home of Benzani,
That
who mentioned the Don Morocco eating a
Yes.
sandwich mid-match. Does that match exist?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. So we might have to have Ben back on to watch that match in particular.
Oh, there's a few famous Morocco squash matches. The meatball sub one is my favorite. There's also the unfortunate racist one with Albano and the barefooted African American wrestler.
Yes.
Well, it's one of the many things Joe Danzo and I will say to each other what Albano said to crack each other up, but it can't be. I don't know if I can repeat it.
I have like 2 or 3 friends text messages that would get us all fired from whatever positions we have.
Not that long ago, actually a few days ago, I watched, I think for the first time, Ken Patera versus Judo Joe Black. Which of you guys have seen that famous squash?
No.
Let's see it. It's May of '85 Championship Wrestling, so it's right before Patera's gone. And it's this guy in a white judo outfit, the full.
What is that?
He clearly
the gasoline
lighter fluid.
And it's the only time I've ever seen Bruno go heel, because Bruno openly makes fun of how pathetic this guy is. And
I think I've never seen.
Because we showed what happens when some judo loser tries to take on a wrestler.
Oh god, that sounds familiar. No, it was water. He was pouring water on him to wake him up.
Okay. It was weird. Like I was gonna say, I'm gonna light my partner's head on fire. Nobody saw this offense coming.
Accused Terry Funk of being a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah,
he's using the. Oh god, he's using the
Terry swinging the racket. Yeah,
the crowd is going fucking berserk.
Yeah.
That crowd of fucking hillbillies, is going berserk.
That crowd of dirty white boys.
Like there's the famous. We just watched recently the one with the tag match with Jericho had broken his arm and earlier, and it was the Jericho scale of blade jobs.
Yeah.
Like he had told the story as he was walking away. Some fan was yelling that it was all fake blood and reached over, and the guy swiped some off of him and went and licked it and was like, "See, told you that's fake." And Jericho was just like, almost threw up and just he's like, enjoy my DNA, you fucking
Jesus. Speaking of DNA, what did he hit him with there? Blackjack?
yeah.
I love it. Somebody needs to bring back the blackjack. Oh my God.
It shows up once in a blue moon.
I just want that as a gimmick.
Evie Ray.
There's been a resurgence in brass knuckles, I think, in WWE right now. I'm always happy for that.
I saw those McDonald's brass knuckles.
They got Regal back.
Well, Logan Paul, Logan Paul often resorts to brass knuckles.
Him and his crew.
Yeah. Ooh. Now, Cornette takes a bump.
Cornette's selling atomic drops. Yep. Another pile driver. Damn. Holy shit. Ooh. Has the ref thrown this out already?
No, anything goes.
No, I thought I heard Texas stuff.
But I thought I heard something. It's going to be a double count out.
Anything goes when the whistle blows in this match. Oh, it's the Rocky 2 finish, essentially.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yep. Terry Funk wins. And now, and I think
Mark
the Gangstas,
Hildebrand.
I can't remember if it was a loser leaves town or what, but the Gangstas are gone after this, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
They won't be bothering us anymore.
Yeah, they go to ECW and are baby faces, baby.
Right.
Everyone there loves them.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, in this fucking hick town, man, these hillbillies wanted to riot over what New Jack was fucking saying.
Yeah, no, this was still 1975 for them.
Yeah, Cornette had a lot of trips to Wendy's in between from Crockett to Smoky Mountain.
Mostly when he was dealing with Jim Herd.
This is gonna be it here any second now.
Well, since you already know what's going to happen, it's a little. Watch how drawn out it is. That's why how brilliant it is. Listen to this. This is great.
Now listen, everybody, something here. I'm working on it.
Bastards.
I keep thinking that one dude is Gorilla Monsoon.
That guy's got a fucking like distended tumor in his fucking belly.
Yeah, that belt buckle's like holding on for dear life.
The belt buckle is like Scotty in Star Trek.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2 holding the subway train. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. He's thanking him.
Kiss what you want to kiss. To hit him with a Stone Cold Stunner.
He got him a present. Says he got him a present for all he's done for him.
Wow! Love it. Love it.
Of course, it had to be a fireball.
It's the best. That's a spot that needs to be stolen. Hey, man, I got a present for you, and it's a fireball. Use that in boom.
Of course, sure, goddamn thing.
Got a fireball.
Man. But flash paper botches are the fucking worst, as we've said.
Yeah.
Well, just practice, rehearse it. You got professional people there. Rehearse it.
Well, either that or an LJN Bundy, whichever one you want to use.
Yeah, LJN Bundy
that too.
someday.
On
Someday.
fire.
A flaming LGN Bundy.
No one would survive.
Hildebrand takes it. I love this. I love a heel just to turn around.
Yeah.
Double cross. All these hillbillies really were feeling like, man, Jim Cornette.
Yeah, we got rid of
We got rid of the gangsters. That's not, they weren't saying gangsters, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Else.
Ninjas. It's Bruce Hart.
All right. Hey, that's
Gracie
Tim
Smothers.
Horner. No, that's Tracy Smothers.
Tim Horner.
Tim Horner. That's Tim Horner. There's
Okay.
Is that Buddy Landell? That is Buddy Landell.
Damn it. We should have saved this for another show.
10-year show.
I told you, Buddy Landell is all over Mystery Titans Theater.
We can't avoid him. Nice. Boy, those unprotected tennis racket shots.
And it's
So
great
many
because
concussions.
it's implied that he's got a steel plate in there, but the fun is it just gets to bounce off your head.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in the leather suddenly in the ring?
I don't know.
Anybody?
I don't know.
Swinging neck breaker.
Ray Trainer again.
Ray Trailer, you mean? Boss
Ray
Man?
Trailer, pardon me. Yeah, Boss Man. No, it's not.
It's a guy Cornette's mentioned.
I can't think of who it is. If you said his name, I know the gimmick, but I don't know who he is. Who just came in here?
That's Boo Radley.
Yeah, that's Boo Radley, the future Balls Mahoney. I wish I could remember who the fuck this guy is. He looks like Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley on steroids.
Hey,
not quite as good as Ken Patera's swinging neck breaker. Swinging full Nelson.
The baby faces get them.
Look at him. That's Swole Swiggy.
Swole Swiggy. Creepers. There we go. Now we're getting some good names.
I don't know. Raging and Raping is right up there.
It's hard. I don't feel like typing that out in the Twitter feed. I'll tell you that.
I know. It's my personal favorite, but we can't do it.
Yeah, he sucks with the swinging full Nelson.
I think he imagined he sucks with everything else, whoever this dude is. God, I wish I could remember. I don't.
That kid on the outside.
What is Funk doing now?
I don't know. These fucking.
This is an extended beatdown.
Yeah, these fucking hillbillies.
Who's that? Oh no, that's still Landell. For a second, I thought it was like fucking Tammy Sitch is showing up.
This dude. These fucking hillbillies are about to riot.
Alundra Blaze.
Get the fuck out of here,
Florida.
Horner.
Yeah,
fuck out of here, Horner. You fucking dope.
It's pretty awesome.
Piece of trash. Come on, Cornette. Kick his ass. Kick his ass. He's shoving his sock down his fucking throat.
I bet you they were told, and then do it for like 5 minutes or so, and this goes for like 10 or 12.
Oh, Cornette's
Corner again.
Well, Cornette's in charge. He's the booker. This is going to go as long as he wants it to go.
Yeah.
When was this in terms of the time? Late 94?
I'm not sure.
I think it's June
they're gonna murder him.
95.
June 95?
They're going to murder the bullet. Listen to
you can hear women screaming.
Yeah, there are women screaming for the police to do something about this.
I got my first kiss! Yippee! I'm the most popular guy in school! Wahoo! Holy shit.
I'm so glad we caught that. I heard that woman scream when I previewed this.
Yeah. What an atmosphere, man. Holy shit.
There you go. They want to kill him. This crowd wants to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Like for real kill him. Not like, hey, it's all part of the show, kill him. It's it all just kind of took over. There's people who want to kill him.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of fucking dumb this is the mid-90s, and this was the last bastion of fucking drunk hillbillies who still thought it was real.
Kayfabe still thriving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it or not the last match on this card.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I think the guy you're thinking of, Killer Kyle.
Oh, Killer Kyle. Is that who that is?
Yeah, and believe it or not, the main event is, talk about a bizarre match, but it makes sense at the time. The main is the scaffold match, and it's Ricky Morton and Al Snow.
Oh, okay, because they had the feud. The Rock and Rolls were feuding with Al Snow and future mayor of Knoxville, the Unabomber.
Al Snow, that's a bit of a teaser for tonight as well.
I mean, a little outro music to plug the Patreon, and I figured, what better?
Yep.
Yeah, it was not the Gangstas' last, let's see. It was their last appearance in Knoxville. Well, D-Lo would have one more match, but the rest of them, it was their last match in Knoxville.
Yeah, and then they probably still worked a few other dates around the horn, and then took off.
They worked all the small shows for a couple of weeks, or the smaller towns.
And probably lost loser leave town matches in all of them, in some form or another. Oh, that's a beatdown right there. Yeah, they almost killed a man. Turned on him, used him.
All right.
Here we go.
God.
So this is related. Is this related to the
speaking of Patreon?
Looks like Macho Man went fishing, somehow found Honky Tonks Man's gear in the river.
Yeah.
And came back ready to roll.
I'm gonna turn this up.
$5,000 fine on the belt because I knew that I was a champion, man. You understand? I had $5,000 fine on the belt. Now he's got $5,000 bond money. And if you think I'm gonna stand by,
Lego hair on that guy there.
Yeah.
Check that, the hand painted sign.
It's pretty cool.
They're old ass looking bells.
That's like, dude, that looks like a sign done for a high school play. All of this kind of does.
Yeah, that's ICW in a nutshell, Johnny.
With Randy Savage's manager, Izzy Slapowitz, which is like,
right, we've seen him before.
Who's like a hippie Jewish fucking anti-Semitic stereotype manager.
You got Eddie Creechman, who's your Miami Jewish guy.
Yeah, Eddie Creechman. You got Izzy.
By far, I have to say, of your three Jewish manager stereotypes, Gentleman Saul Weingraf, manager of Nazi.
Yes.
Yeah, who managed?
Yeah,
Saul Weingraf betrayed his people to manage a Nazi. That's the greatest.
I'd
Jewish
love
manager.
to see some footage of that.
My friend Nick, we did a managers episode, and I showed him some Saul Weingraf, and one of his kind of talking points, because he's more of like he started in like the Goldberg era, is he hates the fact that wrestling fans used to be so into that they really try to beat up the heels. And when I explained that to him, he goes, you know what? That's the one time, go along with it. Heels should kick that. They should get the hell kicked out of them by the whole
All right. Well, Ronnie Garvin has sent out Wee Willie to fuck with Randy Savage. Wee Willie, the midget wrestler, just threw a pure vodka. That's vodka right into Savage's face.
It's fucking vodka, man.
Yeah, it's vodka, man. And the belt is now gone. The implication that Ronnie Garvin stole the belt, but we never saw Ronnie Garvin. And now Izzy Slapowitz, living up to the name a Three Stooges character would have, will now fall down a lot on the wet floor. Hey there,
For
Ronnie
Ron
Garvin with that haircut and that mustache
unrecognizable.
with his little friend.
This little buddy. We just saw him for a total of like 3.5 seconds there.
It was like Ronnie Garvin. Ronnie Garvin was like Brando in that Dr. Moreau movie where he's like,
he insisted.
I insisted on the little guy. And
yeah.
And he was right, because that was the best part of the fucking movie.
Yeah,
The little guy.
that weird little dude.
Another movie I saw in the theater.
Me too.
Yeah.
Man, I was going to so many movies at that time.
We were went to that together, actually.
Did you guys see?
I think I was at Red Deer College at that time, or it could have been just before it.
Because I know we went to some movies when you came back after college.
Right.
Did you all see the documentary about it?
It's
supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah. It's about the director who sneaked back onto the set dressed as monsters. Yep.
And of course, Brando's being Brando, but also Kilmer is infamously difficult.
Oh, Kilmer's terrible. Everyone's having a terrible. Oh,
what a horrible cast.
Rob Morrow, the guy from Northern Exposure, was. Hey. So hey, we're wrapping things up. So
commentary.
Awesome.
Okay, great.
This is my charity work for 2024.
Fantastic.
This was on television that children were watching in the 90s. Godhead.
It's just 10 seconds on a loop, pretty much.